Vermont Senator and presidential candidate Bernie Sanders greeted a crowd of more than 10,000 people during a rally at the Boston Common on Saturday, a crowd that included many South Shore residents.
I've been a Bernie Sanders supporter since 2015, and, really just bringing people together is what I'm all about, so I'm excited to see him today. He's going to give a great speech, and, we're going to do really well on Super Tuesday.
My son's here as well with his friend. They're going to have their first chance of voting, so they're coming in to see Bernie and feel the burn.
I came to see him one time in 2016 in Milton, wanted to see him again. He's been my preferred candidate ever since then. He's the only person that wants to actually tackle the issues, get money out of politics. He's not taking any big corporate money, any super PAC money. So I know that when he says something and he wants to fight for the American people, it's going to be for all of us and not for any corporate or special interest or things like that.
It just seems like he gets it. It's hard to pay for free college, free medical care, but we can do it. Our military budget's massive, but when no one asks how we pay for that.
I have been tackled with student loan debt for well over a decade now. I graduated in 2009, right before the subprime mortgage crisis, basically decimated the economy, and people like me have been struggling ever since. Bernie offers solutions to get us out of a lot of us have not recovered from the crisis in 08.
Musician Bella Fleck helped warm up the crowd ahead of the speakers, who included political leaders.
On Super Tuesday, we are going to go to the polls, and we are going to make the political revolution a reality in Massachusetts.
Activists,
so proud that we can be the home of a new kind of revolution in this country. A political revolution to elect Mr. Bernard Sanders to be President of the United States of America.
And union representatives.
Who are we? Who are we?
A lot of people here, wow.
Then Senator Sanders began his speech, which included criticisms of President Donald Trump.
We're going to defeat Donald Trump because he is a racist, he is a sexist, he is a homophobe, he is a xenophobe, he is a religious bigot. And those are his better qualities. We're going to defeat Donald Trump because in the midst of a crisis like climate change and in the midst of a crisis like the coronavirus, we need a president who believes in science.
Special interest groups.
I just read the other day that the military industrial complex is getting nervous. They're afraid we're going to end endless wars. Wall Street is getting nervous because we're going to break up the giant banks.
And those questioning his electability.
So let me suggest to all of those pundits about how Bernie can't beat Trump, check out the last 70 national polls in America. And we win 65 of them.
The rally was also notable for being held in the home state of one of his primary opponents, Senator Elizabeth Warren.
I'm very supportive of Elizabeth Warren as well. I just think Bernie's more mass appeal for anybody who is a Republican and may not be tired of Trump, but they're like, okay, I can see Bernie's point of view. As a woman, it stinks for Elizabeth Warren, because people will see an aggressive woman and they call her the B word and stuff like that, and they can't really see her point of view, and a lot of people aren't on that side of her. So for Bernie, for mass appeal.
I really liked her at the start of the campaign, and she was like a solid second choice for me, but she's just been falling off. She's gone back on many things she's talked about. She said she wasn't going to take any super PACs. She's just got a super PAC that spent millions of dollars in Super Tuesday. Meanwhile, she criticizes people on stage. Meanwhile, she's taking this corporate money. Many other things, her attacking supposed best, very close friend and ally, Bernie Sanders, in many different ways. Going back on Medicare for All, which is a big red strike for me. So
Elizabeth Warren is not a monster, and in spite of what a lot of nonsense Facebook, Instagram, Twitter feeds are going to try to tell you, no matter how this goes down, we want him to win. We need to work together. No matter how Super Tuesday goes down, we need to work with Warren and her supporters, because no matter how the chips fall, we're we're still going to be here Wednesday morning, and we're still going to be fighting the same problem, and that's Trump.
Well, Senator Bernie Sanders has left the stage, and the rally has come to a close here at the Boston Common. However, the Sanders campaign is asking participants to volunteer in their Get Out the Vote efforts as they prepare for the Super Tuesday primaries. Reporting from the Boston Common, Dan McCready, WATD News.